What if the secret to success, happiness, and resilience was not waiting for circumstances to fall into place, but rather deciding to act as if you've already won? What if the strength you seek is already within you, waiting to be claimed? This might sound audacious or even naive to some, but let us challenge that skepticism with ancient wisdom rooted in Stoicism and echoed by champions and leaders throughout history. Victory is not a trophy or a milestone. It is a state of mind, a choice we make long before the world acknowledges it. Too often, we tie our sense of worth to external events, waiting for a promotion, a relationship, or some grand breakthrough to validate us. But by doing so, are we not giving away our power? Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic Roman emperor, reminded himself daily that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. What, then, are the thoughts you allow to define your life? Are they empowering you or holding you hostage to outcomes you cannot control? Imagine approaching every challenge, every setback, with the unwavering belief that you are already victorious. How would that change the way you live? How would that reshape the way you face hardship? This is not about arrogance or self-deception. It is about stepping into your potential and embracing the inner strength that Stoicism teaches us is always within reach. Stay with me as we dive into what it means to adopt a victorious attitude. By the end of this journey, you will see that this is not just a mindset shift, but a transformation of how you engage with life itself. Let's explore this together. 1. Living victory as a way of being. Victory is not a destination. It is not a goalpost that moves further away each time we think we've reached it. Instead, victory is a way of being, a mental and emotional stance that we can choose at any moment. To live victoriously is to realize that you are not defined by your circumstances, but by the attitude you bring to them. Stoicism teaches us this invaluable truth. The essence of life lies not in what happens to us, but in how we choose to respond. Ask yourself, are you waiting for external achievements to feel successful? Do you tie your happiness to a title, a paycheck, or someone else's approval? Consider how often we delay our sense of fulfillment, telling ourselves, "I'll be happy when." But happiness, like victory, is not something granted by external forces. It is cultivated from within. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." How often do we overlook this simplicity in search of something grander? Living from victory means embodying resilience, confidence, and self-worth, regardless of what life throws at you. Imagine waking up each day and choosing to approach the world as someone who has already overcome, who is already capable. This does not mean ignoring challenges or pretending that struggles don't exist. It means refusing to let those struggles define your identity. Carl Jung, another profound thinker, said, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." This aligns deeply with Stoicism, which calls us to focus not on the uncontrollable, but on the controllable, our thoughts, our actions, and our perspective. When you adopt this mindset, you stop seeing setbacks as reasons to falter and start seeing them as opportunities to strengthen your resolve. But how do you begin this shift? Start by questioning the narratives you tell yourself. What story are you living? Are you the victim of circumstances, or are you the hero navigating through them? Stoicism reminds us that we are the authors of our inner lives. The external world may impose hardships, but it cannot dictate how we perceive or respond to them unless we allow it. When you embrace victory as a way of being, you cultivate a mindset of abundance and gratitude. Instead of chasing happiness, you realize that it is already accessible. Instead of waiting for success, you act in alignment with your goals, confident that the journey itself is part of the reward. To live victoriously is to wake up each day with the awareness that your worth is not something to be earned, but something inherent. It is to treat each moment as an opportunity to embody strength, resilience, and purpose. And it is to understand, as Marcus Aurelius did, that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So, let us ask again, what if you acted like you've already won? How would that change the way you walk through life? Reflect on this as we explore the steps to claiming this powerful mindset. 2. Mental positioning, the foundation of resilience. Resilience begins with the mind. It is not an innate gift bestowed upon a lucky few, but a skill cultivated through deliberate mental positioning. What if, instead of reacting to life's events, you chose your perspective before those events even occurred? This is not mere positive thinking. It is the essence of Stoicism, the art of mastering your inner world. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic teachers, proclaimed, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Let that sink in. If it's true, and it is, then why do we so often let external circumstances dictate our moods, our decisions, and ultimately our lives? Imagine how much more control you would have if your mindset wasn't swayed by every setback or fleeting success. How much freer would you feel if you rooted your strength in something unshakable, your ability to choose your response? This is mental positioning. It's the deliberate act of aligning your thoughts with resilience, strength, and clarity before challenges arise. It is a choice, practiced daily, to see yourself as capable, no matter what unfolds around you. Take a moment to reflect. How do you prepare for adversity? Do you let your emotions lead, or do you steady yourself with reason and purpose? Marcus Aurelius began each day by imagining the difficulties he might face: unkind people, unforeseen delays, or sudden obstacles. But this was not an exercise in negativity. It was a strategy to ground himself, to approach the day from a position of calm and composure. This practice, known as premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils, is a cornerstone of Stoicism. By preparing your mind for the inevitable, you are less likely to be caught off guard and more likely to respond with poise. When you position your mind this way, you are no longer a passive observer in life. You become an active participant, shaping your reality through the lens of resilience. Challenges become opportunities to refine your character. Failures transform into lessons. Even mundane routines take on a sense of purpose because you approach them with intention. Carl Jung echoed this when he said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Mental positioning is about bringing these unconscious patterns to the surface and rewriting them. It's about deliberately training your mind to focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, your perspective, while letting go of the rest. Ask yourself, what kind of thoughts dominate your mind? Are they ones of self-doubt, fear, and uncertainty? Or are they thoughts of strength, resilience, and purpose? The quality of these thoughts will shape your reality. Marcus Aurelius put it succinctly, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." What colors are you painting your life with? To position your mind for victory, start small. Pay attention to your self-talk. Replace phrases like, "I can't" with, "I'll try." Shift from, "This is too hard" to, "I can figure this out." Each time you choose words of empowerment, you reinforce neural pathways that make resilience your default mode. Neuroscience now confirms what the Stoics intuited. The more you practice a particular way of thinking, the stronger those mental patterns become. Living with a victorious mindset is not about ignoring life's difficulties or pretending everything is fine. It's about building an unshakable inner foundation that allows you to face life with courage and clarity. This is the essence of Stoicism, not control over external events, but mastery over your internal state. Now, pause for a moment. Reflect on this idea of mental positioning and how it might transform your life. How would it feel to approach your days with the steady confidence of someone who knows they can handle whatever comes? Think about the power in that shift. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comments below. What is one thought or habit you'd like to change to strengthen your resilience? Your insights could inspire someone else on this journey. And if you're finding value in this conversation, take a moment to like this video. It's a small action that helps us share these ideas of Stoicism and inner strength with more people. Together, let's build a community of victorious thinkers. Stay with me. Our next step will explore how to stop waiting and start living from a place of strength. 3. Overcoming the habit of waiting. How much of your life have you spent waiting? Waiting for the right time, the perfect opportunity, or the ideal conditions to begin? This habit, this endless postponement of action, is one of the most subtle yet persistent barriers to living a fulfilling life. Stoicism urges us to break free from this cycle, reminding us that waiting for external circumstances to align is to place life itself on hold. Consider this. How often do we tie our happiness, success, or sense of self-worth to future events? We tell ourselves, when I get that promotion, then I'll feel accomplished. Or, once I'm in the right relationship, then I'll be happy. But by doing so, aren't we giving away our power? Aren't we allowing something outside ourselves to dictate when we can feel whole? Marcus Aurelius, ever practical in his reflections, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." To wait for fulfillment is to misunderstand its nature. Fulfillment is not something that happens to us. It is something we create. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes not from external sources, but from living in alignment with our values. Epictetus taught, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." And what is more liberating than claiming our sense of purpose and joy in the present moment, rather than deferring it to some imagined future? Ask yourself, what are you waiting for? Are you holding back until a certain achievement validates your efforts, or until circumstances provide a clearer path forward? While it is natural to want favorable conditions, Stoicism teaches us that waiting for perfection is an illusion. Life is inherently unpredictable. To place your happiness on things outside your control is to guarantee disappointment. When you stop waiting and start acting, you reclaim your autonomy. Consider how much energy is wasted dwelling on what-ifs and whens. What if instead of waiting for the perfect moment, you decided to make this moment perfect by your actions? What if you chose to live with the mindset of someone who is already capable, already worthy, already strong? This shift is not about denying ambition or the value of goals. Goals are essential. They give direction and purpose. But Stoicism teaches us to untangle our identity from our achievements. You are not the sum of your successes or failures. You are defined by how you live each day, by the integrity and effort you bring to your actions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." The power to live fully is not something you acquire, it is something you already possess. This perspective also transforms how we view setbacks. When we tie our happiness to external outcomes, every delay or obstacle becomes a reason to despair. But when we live from a place of inner strength, setbacks lose their sting. They are no longer barriers to fulfillment, but part of the journey. This is why the Stoics emphasized action over passivity. They believed that living in alignment with reason and virtue was the highest form of freedom, one that no external circumstance could take away. Carl Jung captured this idea beautifully. Who looks outside, dreams. who looks inside, awakes. When we stop waiting for external validation and instead look inward, we awaken to a new way of being. We realize that we are already whole, already equipped to handle life's challenges. This awakening does not diminish our goals, it enhances them. We pursue them not out of need, but out of a desire to express our fullest potential. Living in this way is not easy. It requires discipline to break the habit of waiting, to resist the urge to defer happiness. But every step you take toward embracing this mindset is a step toward freedom. When you stop waiting, you stop giving power to the unknown. You begin to live with intention, focusing on what you can control and trusting yourself to adapt to what you cannot. So, reflect on your own life. Where are you waiting? What are you postponing? And why? The answers to these questions may reveal the areas where you are still tethered to external conditions. The good news is that you don't have to wait any longer. The strength to move forward is already within you. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Take action. Begin now." 4. Adversity as a stepping stone. Life is filled with challenges, moments that test our patience, resolve, and strength. How often do we see these moments as insurmountable obstacles, as barriers to the life we desire? Stoicism, however, offers us a different perspective, one that transforms adversity from an enemy into a teacher. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This profound statement is more than a philosophical ideal. It is a practical guide to navigating hardship. Instead of viewing obstacles as interruptions, we can choose to see them as opportunities for growth. Every difficulty, every setback, is a chance to refine our character and strengthen our resolve. Ask yourself, how do you typically respond to challenges? Do you resist them, hoping they will pass quickly, or do you embrace them as opportunities to grow? Consider this. What if every hardship in your life was not a punishment, but a preparation? What if the struggles you face today are shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient? This is the essence of the Stoic approach to adversity. It is not about denying the pain or difficulty of life's challenges. Instead, it is about accepting them as part of the human experience and using them to cultivate inner strength. Epictetus reminds us, difficulties are things that show a person what they are. Adversity strips away pretense and reveals who we truly are. In those moments of struggle, we have the opportunity to choose courage over fear, perseverance over defeat. Adversity also teaches us humility. When life does not go as planned, we are reminded of how little control we have over external events. This realization, far from being disheartening, is liberating. It shifts our focus inward to what we can control, our thoughts, our actions, and our responses. This is where true power lies, as Marcus Aurelius observed. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Consider a time in your life when you faced a significant challenge. At the moment, it may have felt overwhelming, even unbearable. Yet, looking back, can you see how it shaped you? How it taught you lessons you might not have learned otherwise? Stoicism teaches us to view hardship not as a roadblock, but as a forge, a place where our character is tested and refined. Seneca, another great Stoic thinker, compared difficulties to physical exercise. Just as labor strengthens the body, challenges strengthen the mind. He wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." This is why the Stoics did not shy away from adversity. They understood that the struggles of today prepare us for the challenges of tomorrow. But how do we apply this perspective in the face of real, painful hardships? The answer lies in reframing. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" Ask, "What can I learn from this?" Instead of focusing on what has been lost, focus on what can be gained. This shift in mindset does not erase the pain of adversity, but it gives it purpose. It transforms suffering into a stepping stone for growth. Adversity also deepens our sense of gratitude. When we endure hardship, we gain a greater appreciation for moments of peace and joy. We learn to value what we once took for granted. This is not to romanticize suffering, but to recognize its role in shaping our perspective. As Carl Jung said, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." This choice, to grow through adversity rather than be defeated by it, is at the heart of a victorious mindset. It is the choice to see life's challenges as part of the journey, not as detours. It is the choice to live with courage and resilience, even when the path is difficult. So, how will you face your next challenge? Will you resist it, or will you embrace it as an opportunity to grow? Will you allow it to define you, or will you choose to define yourself in response? The answer lies in your hands. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Let your obstacles be the path that leads you to strength. 5. The ripple effect, creating a legacy of victory. When you choose to live victoriously, you are not only transforming your own life, but also leaving a lasting imprint on the world around you. Your actions, attitudes, and resilience ripple outward, inspiring others to find their own strength. This is the power of a legacy, not just what you achieve for yourself, but what you cultivate for others. Stoicism reminds us that our lives are interconnected, that what we do today shapes not only our future, but also the lives of those who follow. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." This call to action invites us to stop waiting for the perfect opportunity to embody virtue and instead begin now. How you handle adversity, how you respond to challenges, and how you carry yourself in both triumph and trial sets an example for others. Even small acts of resilience and kindness can inspire those around you to rise to their own challenges. Consider the people who have influenced you. Was it their achievements that moved you, or was it their character? More often than not, it is how someone faces life with dignity, courage, and purpose that leaves the deepest impact. Carl Jung observed, "The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown." By showing others how to grow through difficulty, you offer them a blueprint for their own journey. Ask yourself, what kind of legacy are you building? Is it one of strength, resilience, and integrity? Or is it one shaped by fear, hesitation, and reaction? Every action you take contributes to this legacy. The Stoics believed in living with purpose and intentionality, understanding that their choices would ripple outward, influencing their families, communities, and even future generations. Your mindset, too, is a part of this legacy. When you live with a victorious attitude, you demonstrate that success is not a destination, but a way of being. You show others that they do not need to wait for external validation to feel whole or worthy. This is a profound gift, a reminder that inner strength is accessible to all, regardless of circumstances. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on his duty not only to himself but to the greater good. He recognized that his actions, as both an emperor and a human being, would shape the world long after his time. He lived with this awareness, striving to be a model of resilience and virtue. You too have this power. By embodying strength and purpose, you can inspire others to face their own challenges with courage. This ripple effect is not limited to grand gestures. It is found in the small, everyday choices you make. When you choose to approach a difficult situation with patience instead of frustration, someone notices. When you persevere in the face of adversity, someone sees. When you offer kindness in a moment of tension, someone feels it. These small acts accumulate, creating a legacy that others can learn from and build upon. Let me ask you, who is watching you right now? Who might be drawing strength from the way you handle your struggles? Perhaps it's a family member, a colleague, or a friend. Or perhaps it's someone you don't even know, someone quietly observing how you carry yourself. Your actions, no matter how small, have the power to inspire. If this idea resonates with you, share it with others. What legacy do you want to leave? How have the actions of others influenced your own journey? Let us know in the comments below. Your reflections could spark a ripple effect of their own, encouraging someone else to live with purpose and strength. And if you're finding value in this message, take a moment to like this video. By doing so, you help us spread these ideas of stoicism and resilience to more people who might need them. Let's continue building this community of individuals who are choosing to live victoriously, not just for themselves, but for the world around them. In our next section, we'll explore how daily habits can anchor this mindset and make it a natural part of your life. 6. Daily practice. Building the victory habit. Victory is not a one-time achievement, but a habit, cultivated through daily practice. Like any skill, the mindset of resilience and purpose grows stronger the more we nurture it. Stoicism reminds us that consistent, intentional effort is the foundation of a fulfilled and meaningful life. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. How, then, do we build the habit of living victoriously? Start with your morning. The first moments of the day set the tone for everything that follows. The Stoics understood this well, often beginning their days with reflection and visualization. Marcus Aurelius himself would contemplate the challenges he might face, preparing his mind to meet them with calm and reason. This practice, known as premeditatio malorum, premeditation of evils, is not about dwelling on negativity, but about fortifying oneself against life's uncertainties. What would it look like to begin each day with this kind of intention? What kind of strength might it unlock in you? Incorporating small, mindful rituals into your daily routine can anchor your victorious mindset. Perhaps it's taking a moment to journal your thoughts, focusing on gratitude, or reflecting on the virtues you aim to embody. These practices remind you of what truly matters, helping you to center yourself amidst the noise and demands of life. Stoicism teaches us to align our actions with our values, and these moments of reflection ensure that we remain true to ourselves. But building the habit of victory is not just about preparation, it's also about action. Each day presents countless opportunities to practice resilience, patience, and integrity. When a challenge arises, ask yourself, how can I meet this moment with strength? When frustration creeps in, pause and reflect. Am I letting this situation control me, or am I choosing my response? These small moments of mindfulness add up, strengthening your ability to live with purpose and clarity. Another key to cultivating this habit is self-awareness. Pay attention to the narratives you tell yourself throughout the day. Are they empowering, or do they reinforce self-doubt? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." To build the habit of victory, you must choose thoughts that uplift and fortify you. When self-doubt arises, remind yourself of your inherent worth and capability. When fear surfaces, acknowledge it without letting it dictate your actions. Habits are not built in isolation. They require consistency. The small, seemingly insignificant choices you make each day, choosing gratitude over complaint, persistence over resignation, are the building blocks of your mindset. Over time, these choices create a foundation of resilience that becomes your default way of living. This is the power of daily practice. It transforms fleeting efforts into lasting change. Physical discipline can also play a role in cultivating a victorious mindset. The Stoics often emphasized the connection between the mind and body, understanding that physical effort builds mental strength. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Whether it's through exercise, meditation, or simple acts of self-care, tending to your physical well-being reinforces your ability to face challenges with clarity and resolve. Living victoriously also requires self-compassion. Building new habits is not about perfection, it's about progress. There will be days when you falter, moments when doubt creeps in. These are not failures, but opportunities to begin again. Stoicism reminds us that growth is a lifelong journey, one that requires patience and persistence. Marcus Aurelius often counseled himself to return to his principles whenever he strayed, writing, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." The habit of victory is not built overnight. It is the result of countless small choices made with intention and care. By returning to these practices each day, you create a mindset that is steady, resilient, and grounded. Over time, this way of living becomes second nature, a natural part of who you are. As you reflect on these ideas, consider how you might begin to integrate them into your life. What small daily practices can you adopt to align your thoughts and actions with the mindset of a victor? These habits, though simple, hold the power to transform your days and your life. In the next and final section, we'll explore how this mindset leads to profound inner strength and stability, allowing you to move forward with confidence and clarity. 7. Claiming inner strength. Victory is not something you wait for. It is something you claim. By choosing to live from a place of resilience, purpose, and inner strength, you align your life with the principles of Stoicism. Clarity over confusion, action over hesitation, and integrity over compromise. As we come to the end of this journey, let us reflect on what it truly means to embrace a victorious mindset. Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." In other words, the foundation of a victorious life is not found in external achievements or fleeting successes, but in the mastery of your own mind. This mastery is within your reach, available to you at every moment, no matter your circumstances. The question is, are you ready to claim it? Adopting a victorious attitude is not about pretending that life is easy or that challenges do not exist. On the contrary, it is about facing life as it is, with its beauty and its hardships, and choosing to respond with strength and grace. Every obstacle becomes a stepping stone, every setback a lesson, every moment an opportunity to act in alignment with your highest values. The Stoics remind us that this is the essence of true freedom, the ability to govern our inner world no matter what happens externally. Let us not forget the ripple effect of living this way. Your resilience inspires others. Your determination to live with purpose lights the way for those who may still be struggling to find their path. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." By embodying the virtues of strength, patience, and wisdom, you leave a legacy that extends far beyond your own life. You become a source of encouragement for those around you, proving through your actions that victory is not only possible, it is a way of being. But how do we ensure this mindset becomes a lasting part of our lives? The answer lies in daily practice. Like a muscle that grows stronger with consistent effort, your victorious mindset will solidify as you return to it day after day. Reflect on your thoughts. Choose empowering narratives. Approach challenges with curiosity instead of fear. And above all, remember that growth is a process. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a victory in itself. Carl Jung beautifully captured this journey of transformation when he said, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." The life you want to live, the person you want to be, is shaped not by chance, but by choice. In every moment, you have the power to choose thoughts of strength, actions of courage, and a mindset of victory. This is not just a shift in perspective, it is a reclaiming of your freedom, your agency, and your purpose. So, where will you begin? What step will you take today to align your life with this victorious mindset? The answers lie within you. You do not need to wait for the perfect moment or the perfect conditions. The time to start is now, in this very moment. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. If this message has resonated with you, take a moment to reflect on your own journey. What challenges have shaped you? What victories, big or small, have brought you to where you are today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else to take their first step toward living victoriously. If you found value in this conversation, let's keep it going. Like this video to show your support and help us reach others who might benefit from these ideas. Subscribe to this channel to join a community dedicated to growth, resilience, and the pursuit of wisdom inspired by Stoicism. Share this message with someone who needs a reminder of their own strength. Thank you for being part of this journey. Together, let us continue to build lives of purpose and resilience, proving through our actions that victory is not a distant goal, but a way of life. May your days be filled with strength, clarity, and the unwavering belief that you already possess everything you need to thrive.